What's poppin', Slick Block Mafia? It's your boy, D-Wize Gamer. Today we're going to be playing some more Divinity Original Sins Enhanced Edition for the Xbox One. Last time we were playing, we truly started the investigation. Asked some people what they heard and saw. Went to the room of the murder. To, try and investigate the actual crime scene. But it seems like we were fucking shocked into heaven or something. Alright, just... While we also did some investigating by questioning people who were there on the night of the murder. We also did our due diligence of stealing all of the paintings they had on the walls. We ran into someone who was selling witchcraft spells and air spells. Only bought a witchcraft spell from her. We also decided not to kill her where she stood because, we need to buy spells from her. I don't know how else to put that. And, yeah. Then we got blasted into the heavens by something. Some type of stone, I think, is what the character said? Maybe? I don't know. Look at the party. We're ready. No one has anything to say or being blasted into the heavens.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will consume us all!
What will? What's going to consume us? Well, and by us, I mean you. What's going to consume you, Goblin? Okay, so you, all the bottles. You can get all the bottles.
One man's trash is another man's trash.
You pick up all the plates and pillows.
More junk.
And when you pick up all the bottles, if you love junk so much.
Nothing but rubbish.
Anything else you need to just get? Nope. Zigzags? Zigzags.
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Two Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious.
The end of space and time. The fuck? Zigzags. 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 Okay. Who the fuck are you?
Yes, proper introductions. Zigzax the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be.
Well, obviously not anymore since we're at the end of the time and more in space. There's nothing else to record. You've made us to the end of the story.
As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Then, as I said, you've recorded everything. You hopped to the end of time. Unless you start at the end and write your way to the beginning, but that's just ass backwards.
How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question.
Well, I was investigating some random person's death and ended up being shocked by his blood into the sky. And here I am.
Such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time. I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow.
Why is this place, as you say, shrinking? Shrinking? The fuck do you mean, my nigga?
Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have.
Nah, man. I'm not afraid of anything. Oh shit, what the fuck was that? I don't know what I just did.
Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
You want to explain to me what's so terrible, utterly horrible about this? Out with history! What exactly has happened here?
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
You know, I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we'd better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
Hey, where's, oh, there he is. Oh, man, so all three of us could have a look. Awesome.
I assume you address me for a reason, so go on. More prey.
Also, it turns out I didn't talk to Jahan. Jahan. So we'll do that this episode too. Look at that.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal has become active. Fantastic, us. The portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and
Dormant.
hoping, could it be?
You look active to me, man. What do you mean by dormant?
You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away.
Okay.
Those torches, a light! This portal active once more! It cannot be coincidence.
So you believe that we're somehow connected to this here plane?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen! Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite.
No.
Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes! The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
The chronicler of time, you said. Can we first discuss what we know? Yeah, can we first discuss what we just witnessed through the looking lens? Telescope? I think he means telescope.
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it.
How long ago was that?
It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean.
So there's a dragon devouring all of creation? That's epic. I'm gonna drink its blood and see if I can get its abilities.
I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
That's in prison.
Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered.
Okay, continue.
In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
Well, sure. Through the portal then.
After you.
It's not like he's leading us toward death or anything.
You first, but don't dilly-dally. Onward, forward, through the portal where the fate of time awaits. You first.
Right, I just realized he has a skull, a question mark. If we were to fight him, he would die instantly. A human with an axe. Seems to be a warrior or a knight. I myself kind of want an axe.
Yes, just as I hoped. There she is. There she is.
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Coal basket? I don't know what it is I'm looking for, right? I really have no idea. I really want to see this, like, the point where I can just, like, look out, but no. occurred to me. I also got her a nice set of armor that we found. But that happened the episode before last. Well, the episode before this one. Like before I recorded the last episode or last part, you know, I redid the characters. They would all have different magic abilities. So after I did that, I got her that armor set. And I found that armor instead of finding another great sword. And it's a shame because my great sword ended up breaking. And I had to resort to using a fish hook. I mean a fishing pole. This is bullshit. Move. Look at that. That is awesome. Lightning, earth, fire. I don't know what that blue thing is. Spirit! I don't know. Fire, wind? I don't know, man. I don't know what that blue shit is. Huh, you know what? I think these represent these gates. This lightning gate. This burning magma gate. Here's a like force the earth gate. Oh, code. It's code. That's like a fire. A bit different. A bit different. It's more like a ball of frost. I'm guessing somebody. Oh, what's this? A large chest. And there's a chick there. Well, let's search all this first. The imp. Let's talk again.
I am the last chest. The last chest. The last chest. If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it. Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me.
Okay, you're the last chest. You have 4 sisters, so there's 5 sisters altogether. Probably the first chest, the second chest, the third chest, the 4th chest, the last chest. Or, nah, that has to be the way it is. No!
Milady, the weaver of time, mother of history, author of all that has ever been.
Indeed, Sir Imp, as surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
So you have the historian and the person who makes history. You have the bard and his hero, who he tells the story of.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
I feel you. I feel you.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
Next we ain't, yes, we legendary. I mean to say, we ain't strange. We legendary. Legendary.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
You're seeing the great gods are testing her.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
If you were truly the Weaver of Time, you would already know the answer to that.
If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of details.
Oh yeah? What makes us so different?
But you are different. Of you, I see nothing. I know nothing.
You know what that means, right? That means we are above you in ranking. If we are unfathomable to you who chronicles history and writes down the time as it should be, then we stand above time and history.
So please, do tell me, how did you arrive here?
Well, let me see. It was a long time ago. Long ago. In an ancient town or city of Sicile. Me and my companion here, D.W.G, were investigating the murder of Counselor Jake, I believe. And while investigating this murder, we stumbled upon a peculiar stone that, in my fever, haste, I decided to pick up. Upon contact, the strange stone zapped me. And before I knew it, I was whisked away from Rivellon onto this plane amongst the stars.
A stone? So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Yeah, that seems to be what happened. Have you seen this stone before? Huh?
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work.
Because I stand above you. Me and D.W.G, we're the true gods of this world. Having to manifest in a mortal guise to fix your mistakes.
Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see.
It did for us.
But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it.
That's bullshit. It is indeed a Starstone, most likely. But if the moment we came in contact with that stone, you knew of us, then you knew exactly how the fuck we got here, and you just made me tell you because you wanted to hear it from my fucking mouth. And I don't feel like playing these games with you, Time Weaver.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Hey, what Zigzag said.
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery. to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone.
That is so bullshit.
Source Hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
Where is this Starstone exactly? Where does it come from?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me.
I see.
Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
I see a bunch of holes punched through it, at least what I think's a tapestry of time. It could just be some type of weird ethereal curtain.
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
It's interesting. That's really interesting.
I see.
It restores time itself.
Void would shrink. Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the Void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the Void will consume us all.
If these stones can heal history, then we must seek them out.
Indeed you must. Though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Come on, how do you know this? You just said you couldn't sense the stones.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the Void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the Void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
Yeah, man, sure, why not?
Come, I got some...
Not a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
You can't deny our reaction to the Star Stones. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
Still, it's quite a leap from finding a strange stone to placing the world's salvation on our shoulders.
True. Pragmatic.
Resource hunter, you tell. Come. I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge. The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet.
No, I haven't.
No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from.
Sure thing, my
But
friend.
you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you?
Exactly.
Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing
Okay.
it around. Off you go then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine.
Wait.
Surely there must be
Right.
some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Weaver Time said finding Starstones helps her weave the tapestry once more. How is this possible?
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
I have some questions for you,
As the
Zixon.
imp said to the ballista operator, shoot!
Yeah, how does this soul stretching of Starstone work? Where do I start looking?
Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide. Alas, such a booklet does not exist.
True.
Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the tapestry of time. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world.
In other words, you're a goddamn liar, because that's the historian, all about these ancient places, because you wrote it down. And so you know exactly what the stones are used for, you just don't want to tell me.
Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent. Neither do I, but the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the void. Now, isn't that a lovely mission?
Sure. You say you are the imp of You say you are the imp historian. You see more than a mere imp, and more than a mere historian.
Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword. And even then, I'll be back in a jiffy.
Yeah.
But of course, I
That was some of
have
those
rights
benefits.
to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. I'll be out of a job. So, gather those star stones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever.
Don't you find it somewhat lonesome being the sole chronicler of time? Chronicler of time? Chronicler, whatever. Chronicler of time. Fuck it.
Lonesome, observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore. Lonesome, being privy to all that has been and all that is.
Yes.
Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certainly doesn't mind a bit of company now and then.
Continue.
Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the Sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remembers it died more than 7,000 years ago.
Yep. He's nothing to the pile of bones Nash right now.
Final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent. My eyes and ears upon your world.
Continue.
I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Okay. Go talk to the chronicler. You've received a room that allows you to quick travel. Press the start button and to access the game menu and select a waypoint to instantly access all available waypoints.
Weaver of history, I am your biggest fan, dear lady. Could I get your autograph?
It shall be my pleasure, Sir Im. I'll embroider it in the first volume of your all-encompassing chronicles.
Rawr! That is, how can I help you, my friend?
I wonder, do you know more about the Void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart?
Talk.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem.
She definitely knows that we are gods who've taken mortal form. Please tell me more about yourself, madame.
In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions.
Continue.
The drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault.
I see. Continue.
Except, it seems, you.
She speaks, she does. Alright, well, there's more questions I have to ask.
And I shall answer, if I can.
Who are you really, Time Weaver?
I am the Weaver of Time, as I have told you. Though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb, to be. I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity.
Our epic, which is eternity.
Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know.
Who are you? I do not know. Are you the one who created us? I do not think so. We're definitely the ones who ended up making her somehow bet.
Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you. You who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell.
But remember that last bit, because I'm gonna make all of your dying stars rekindle. You best believe. I'm gonna put a spark in you. We're gonna light up the night sky. I'm gonna put a spark in you, yeah. Just you and I. We're going to light up the night sky. Just you and I. Alright. Why are starstones so important? And what does react to me and my colleague alone?
Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet. A hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined.
Of course they are. We've been together since we were kids. And to be honest with you, I kind of consider her to be my wife. Just without the formal acknowledgement.
I believe that starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old.
This may sound silly, but aren't you lonely out here? I mean, I'm never truly lonely because I have her by my side. But what about you? For as much as I can understand, you and the imp were separated. Only meeting now.
Oh, Hunter. I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. All I need, and all I am, is time. And time is running out, unless you remedy its decline. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship, for you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul.
Don't worry. be sure to instill into you the need for affection. You will come to love me and miss me when I'm gone. If I understand correctly, I am not at all featured on the canvas of time. Like at all. Like I'm nowhere in there, right?
Quite so. Your absence. It should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found.
Can you find yourself in, you know, your fucking weave, time weave? Can you find yourself?
I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time.
I'm the perfect imperfection, don't get it twisted.
But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed.
Now I bet you 15 gold that even if I did fix your tapestry of time, I'd still be nowhere in there. Because he exists outside of time, you know, that's just the way it is.
What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the star stones will tell us. What it is but the end. What it could be is the end of ends. I reside in another realm altogether. But ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you may yet free me from forever.
That's what you think. But little do you know, this is on a cycle. How can I redeem time if, as you say, I'm not even a part of it?
I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the end of time and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creations.
His? But you just said you were the creator. Fuck it. Whatever.
But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars. They place new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time.
Yeah.
New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you are creating time. These Starstones, please, seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone.
I'll take my leave. Damn it, Bear Daughter. What have you done?
A question has...
I spin origins besides.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end it here. A new save. So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like and comment. Tell me what part of the episode you enjoyed.
A question has me stuck.
If you did enjoy this episode, leave a like and comment anyway. Tell me how you think I can improve so you can enjoy your future viewing experience.
Parallel to one another.
That is a good...
This is D-Wize, gamer with Slick Block Mafia. Subscribe to join Slick Block. And deuces, SBM, D.W.G is out. Peace.
You chronicle, I both chronicle and create. Where you arrive